where he can expense all the food he wants. So he can go eat at Stony River every day.
Wow.
And get $100 a day food and expense it, and they'll pay for it.
Where was this?
Texas. Baseball.
Wow. I believe it. Irv is on his way.
Yep. Him and that laptop.
Yep.
Tom, what's up?
Hey, Tom.
PB. Yeah, we're gonna talk about them in a minute. I'm with you, PB. You got the right show today, baby.
We're gonna give all our predictions
and give you our predictions of every team, every division. We're gonna predict the 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got the right one today, PB. Keep that energy. Keep that energy.
And by all means, give us your predictions.
You finna get your ass tore up, PV, on Sunday. Jameis Winston, Curtis McGee, what's up? McGee, you a Falcon guy too, so you'll be good for this show too. We're gonna start with the AFC first, though.
Okay.
We already know who Travis is gonna pick to win everything. Win their division.
How do you know?
Win the Super Bowl, go to the AFC Championship game. I mean, it's bad when you got somebody so damn predictable like that, where you just know. You already know what Tav's going to say. Look at the shirt. Look what shirt he wore for this show.
How do you know?
Yeah, you are too a Falcon fan. You shut up. You are a Falcon fan. Go on, start the music, Travis.
Play the clock. Oh, you already know what it is, man. Ooh and J, they coming through. Straight no chaser. Straight from the hip.
Straight from the hip, don't need no script, just need a microphone. My man Coach Boo gon' take you to the entertainment zone. They got the stats of this and that to keep this show on point. And when we're done, we have some fun and rock this funky joint. So if you will, sit back and chill, give us a chance to show ya. If one of y'all would like to call, we'll talk just like we know ya. We take control, then start the roll, and then there ain't no stopping. It's time to dip straight from the hip. Hey y'all, let's get it poppin'.
Hey, welcome to Straight from the Hip. I'm your host, Coach Gerald Boo Mitchell, coming to you live from the Imperial Palace. There you go. Now y'all see on Black Mania. That's where I come from every week. I fly up here to Black Mania, where I'm the exalted ruler of the people up here, home of the Wakandan people. They originated from up here in Black Mania, and then they went down to Wakanda, down on Earth and whatnot. With my favorite Earthling, one of my favorite Earthlings, Travis. Travis, what's up?
Not much. Just, rolling my eyes with all the lies you tell every week.
Travis, how many black people you gave fines today in your job?
I didn't give any black people fines.
Oh, today. You stop it. You mean to tell me you went a day without giving some black folks some fines?
That's correct.
Wow.
I didn't give any fines, period.
That's the only reason. That's the only reason black folks didn't get them, because you didn't give it out today. There you go. See how quickly we got to the truth? That's how that works right there. Travis is the man in Gwinnett County. I mean the man, just so y'all know. Real quickly, y'all picked the perfect show. Irv is on his way. He said he's getting his laptop to boot up, and then we're gonna get going. But today's the football show, so we got a lot of football we talking about. Oh, there you go, PV. You see what McGee talking about? Talking about he's a Saints guy. Boy, I can't wait to see these fireworks go off today. In this show, we got a New Orleans Saints man in the building. By the way, I'm a temporary New Orleans Saints man because Bradley Roby plays for the New Orleans Saints now. So he'll be in the building. He'll be number 21 for the Saints on Sunday when they get a hold of these Falcons. And I'm talking about a beatdown is getting ready to occur. But McGee, I don't believe you. You one of them closet Falcon fans. And you want them change up guys. You change your color, you change your shirt in a minute. Change your jersey in a minute. So anyway, you see Mr. Peavy talking shit right there, McGee, talking about Falcons over the Saints. Travis, I hear echo back there for some reason on your end.
Okay, hold on.
So anyway, we about to go ahead and get this thing popping. Travis, we're going to start with the AFC East.
East, okay.
Yep. We're going to start with the AFC East. Then we're going to do the South. Then we're going to do the North and do the West. Guys, if y'all heard that, I'm going to say this one more time for all you guys out there playing. AFC East, then South, then North, and then West. So you guys, we're going to predict 1, 2, 3, 4. And Travis, you're going to tell me why you're predicting that, and then we'll read the comments and see what people are saying. Starting with the AFC East, Travis, who will finish last in the AFC East?
I have the ETS Jets finishing last in the AFC East.
Yeah, Travis, your microphone is something going on because you're echoing and like crazy. I do too. I say the Jets will finish last. The Jets are the Jets. I mean, and they're gonna continue to be the Jets. I know there's a lot of guys out there praying, a lot of New Yorkers praying that one day that's gonna change, but there ain't gonna be no time soon. So I'm still hearing the echo. But the Jets are the Jets.
Yep.
All right, Travis, who's your number 3 team?
My number 3 team is the Dolphins. I am not on the Tua and Tyreek bandwagon. That is not.
My number 3 team is going to be Patriots. I am kind of on the Dolphin bandwagon, and I think that I have no belief in Tua, but I do think that with Tyreek Hill there, anybody can throw the ball to Tyreek Hill. He's normally open by about 15 yards. So I mean, they'll find to get the ball to him. Tua is talented enough to extend the play. So he can do that kind of thing. When he extends the play, Tyreek will be the recipient on the other end of it. So I'm going to go ahead and give the Patriots, the number 3 place. That would leave me with the Dolphins at number 2 for reasons I just said. What do you think about that?
I got the Patriots at 2. So you and I both flip flopped on that. I want to sit from Tua first. We've seen video of him trying to go to Tyreek, and it's coming up short a lot. So I don't know if he's got the arm strength yet. I want to see it. The Patriots got Bill Belichick, and he'll devise a way to win 8 or 9 games, right? So, I'll stick with the Patriots at 2.
Travis, you still got echo going, but I'm gonna say this: I put the Dolphins over the Patriots because I kind of feel like Belichick has lost some of that mojo. And I mean, I know we don't want to believe that, and we don't want to think that, but just like we knew that sooner or later Ben Roethlisberger was going to start making them bad throws, and all these quarterbacks just at that point in their career they lose their mojo. And I think it's the same goes for coaches. So I think that Belichick has lost some of the mojo or is losing some of the mojo. And that's why I put them at third. I don't even believe they'll make the playoffs. Dolphins at number 2, which of course leaves us with the Bills
Yep.
at number 1. And the Bills were a big playoff team last year. Made it to the 1 or 2 or 3 games in the playoff last year. Didn't make it to the Super Bowl. But like I said, I think that they have the tools to be able to do that. And I think that you'll see that again this year, that they'll definitely win their division. And I think they'll go deep in the playoffs. What do you think, Travis?
I agree. I think the Bills are one of the top 3 teams in the AFC. They probably are the best team in the AFC. I'll start out the season. Doesn't mean they're going to be, and not to say they're going to win AFC, because the best team doesn't always win. But I think they're definitely top 3, and they may be the best team in the AFC right now.
Okay.
Number 1.
Curtis, Peavy, Tom, y'all let us know what y'all are thinking. Because let me know if who's right between me and Travis about that division. I got the Dolphins at number 2.
Yep.
He got the Patriots at number 2. That's where we differ. And I would love to hear what y'all think about that. AFC South. We got Texans, Titans, Colts, and Jags.
Yep.
I mean, you want to talk about a sucky division. I mean, I don't want any of them, to be honest with you. But somebody got to win, somebody got to lose. Travis, who's your bottom?
My bottom is the Texans. Don't believe in them. Don't think they're very good. Yeah, I think they're just going to have a rough year.
Well, my bottom is going to be the Jaguars.
Really?
I don't think they're going to be any better than they were last year. I know they got a new coach. I know everybody's kind of high on that coach, and Tom said he'll take the Dolphins over the Patriots, Travis. So you lose. Thank you, Tom, for confirming that I won.
Let's see what I have to say.
But anyway, I'm gonna put the Jags on the bottom. I don't think that they can do anything. Matt said Buffalo is by far the best team. The Patriots will figure out a way to get to be number 2. Now,
Thank you, Matthew.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Matt confided in me. Matt, I'm sorry, because when you make comments like that, I'm at to tell you a secret. Matt said that he always has a couple of drinks, Travis.
Thank you, Cody.
He said he always has a couple of drinks before he comes on this show. And who is Cody Wills? He must be one of your friends.
Yeah, one of my.
There you go. That explains. I told you. See how I figured that out? That was easy to figure out right there. So
there we go.
But in any event, right now we're talking about the AFC South. I've got the Jags on the bottom. Travis is going with the Texans on the bottom. All right. So who is your number 2? Your number 3, Travis?
Jacksonville.
Okay, so we just flip-flop there. I'm going to put the Texans at number 3. I just feel like Davis Mills in year 2 didn't have a bad season last year. It was okay. But I'm going to put the Jags on the bottom. We're talking about the AFC South third. Jags on the bottom, and then Texans at number 3. Travis, who you got at number 2?
Tennessee at number 2.
Who?
Tennessee.
Okay, we agree. We agree with these two anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna get the Titans, the number 2 spot, and of course that'll put the Colts at number 1.
Correct.
So for those of you keeping score, we got Colts, Titans. I take the Texans at 3. Travis has the Jags at 3, and then Travis has the Texans on the bottom. I got the Jags on the bottom. Irv, what say you about that division?
From bottom to the top, Texans, Colts, Jaguars, Titans.
Irv, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. It's been a long time since I heard somebody publicly say something that dumb.
I'm telling you guys right now.
Say it again one more time. Say it again one more time.
Wait.
Because it's been an echo. It's been an echo going on here. And
Texans.
so wait a minute. I'm gonna let Travis get the sound fixed. I want to make sure we don't have any technical difficulties in what we're about to hear. And I want everybody to document the date. It is the 6th day of September, year of our Lord, 2022. Go ahead, Herb. Give them to me.
The Titans will win the AFC
There
South.
you go. See, look what happened.
The Jaguars will be number
Now-
2. The Colts will be number 3. And the Texans will be number 4.
Say it one more time, because you went out. Your thing went out. Your screen went out.
No, we didn't. We heard you.
Yeah, he's just trying to make me flip my
Am I lying? I'm telling you, I didn't hear it. It went out on me.
It's screen. I
Give me your 1, 2, 3, 4 again, Herb.
the Titans, the Jags, the Colts, the Texans.
Titans, Jags, then Colts, then Texans. You lost your damn mind.
Okay.
Have you started dating a Tennessee Titan cheerleader?
Absolutely not.
I'm just
Okay.
trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
What makes you think the Colts are going to win the AFC South?
Let me ask you something. Is her name Sunshine?
I want to know what makes you think the Colts are going to win the AFC South.
I want to know what the hell makes
Now,
you
Travis,
think
let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Travis, let me ask you a question. Is this the same person who's been disrespecting Matt Ryan for the last 10 odd years?
Yes, it is.
It is. But listen, here's my whole thing. That's just so jacked up division. I mean, it's terrible. And I mean, look who he's competing against.
Okay. I'll give you my opinion, Irv, because I know you have a question. We the Texans, right? Bad. I like to go a little bit. I think Trevor Lawrence to have a pretty nice, but I just think talent-wise, they're just not there yet. I think Trevor can do some things. I think they could pull out a few extra wins, but talent-wise, they're just not there. I have Titans at 2. I know they lost Julio. He really didn't do spot for them anyway. They lost some more defensive players, but Derrick Henry.
Wait a minute. You said they lost. You said they lost Julio like that. Well, I mean, what did they lose when they lost Julio?
He's their number 1 wide receiver. So
Oh my God.
They lost A.J. Brown.
And A.J. Brown. I understand that, but I think Tannehill is a solid quarterback. He's talented, and Derrick Henry's healthy. He's going to roll off. He's going to be able to run with that offense. And the Colts, their offensive line is straight. Their defense is one of the top. They just added a better back than what they had. I really think the Colts are team in that division.
Okay.
I don't understand. To me, they got worse at quarterback. I agree. The offensive line. The issue with the offensive line is they're good run blocking offensive line. They're a terrible pass blocking offensive line, and I think that's what the issue is. And they don't have any receivers. So where's the exposure?
My whole thing is this, sir. My whole thing is this. In this division, you got to start from the bottom up. You can't just come out there and say, Colts, because everybody laughed their ass off if you said Colts at number 1 first. But when you look at the division and you say things like Jaguars, they're like, oh, okay, yeah, I forgot they were in that division. Yeah, you're right. Because the Colts got to be better than them. And then you say Texans, and they're like, oh, okay, I'm still with you. I'm with you now. I got that. And then you say Titans, they're like, yeah, man, you're right. The Colts gonna win that damn division. So them 3 teams are terrible right there. I mean, that's it. That's all that's left. So anyway, like I said,
the Titans won the division last year without their best player for 8 games.
Matt said,
I understand that.
Matt said, I never heard anyone pick the Jags ahead of anyone. And I agree with you, man. I agree.
Well, come on. Hey, Matt, come on. You got to pick the Jags above the Texans.
The Texans.
Hey, is it? Oh, you know what? Matt, you might be right. Matt said Irv must be moving to Jacksonville. It is getting kind of cold up there in D.C. I mean, winter's about to be coming in.
Okay. We've already done the AFC East, so give us your prediction from 1 worst to best in the AFC East real quick.
Buffalo, Miami, Patriots, Jets.
Just like I called it.
Okay.
Exactly like I called it. And me and Irving spoke today at all. Just so you know. Just so
I had those Pats, Miami, and then everyone had
okay. I think Miami Pats can be flip flopped.
I agree, and it's split 50 in the comments. So
well, then again, I mean, you could have been flip flop too, and you might have been a girl. I mean, what is that? I mean, what is the purpose in saying that? I mean, make your damn prediction and stand by. Ain't no damn flip flopping. I mean, you're a grown man.
I'm saying if somebody chose the other way, it'd be okay.
You see this? I got my chest poked out. That's how I make my look. I mean, y'all gonna make me turn the black man up here. That's how I got my chest poked out. When I say mine, you all back like this. Well,
okay, let's move on. Out of the north.
Okay, if y'all want to switch number 2 and number 3, that's good. Either way, man, come on. Put some bass in your voice, when you make your pick.
Hey, that wasn't my pick. I said I'm okay with it. It's cool.
Go to the north.
AFC North. Again, probably one of the sorrier divisions in football. Got 2 teams to start with a B. Both of them sorry. But anyway, Irv, where you at? Irv, who was your number 4, Irv, in this division?
Cleveland, and it's not even close.
Cleveland. What do you say, Travis?
I have Cleveland as well.
All right, well, we're unanimous on that. I mean,
if Deshaun was playing all season, I would not have them dead last though. But with no Deshaun, I have them dead last.
Okay, well, dead last period, because we ain't talking about whether if Sean or this or that or other. If Deshaun was a girl, a cheerleader, maybe me and her could have got together. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that.
Coach still trying to figure out who he's going to pick before.
As it stands today, with the personnel that they have, they are number 4 for everybody. Who you got for number 3, Irv?
I hate to say it. Pittsburgh Steelers.
I agree. They are to me.
You too, Travis?
But they will still be over 500 for some reason.
Trubisky isn't doing anything for me. I'm sorry.
I'm the same way. I mean, I got him at number 3 too. I mean, I'm just messing with y'all because hearing Mr. Trubisky was, I mean, I damn near put them on the bottom. Because I mean, and the thing about it is that everybody's making it out like it's a big deal that he won the nod. And look who he won the nod over. A rookie, number 1, whose ass ain't never played a down in the NFL in a real game, and then Mason Rudolph. I mean, what kind of damn contest is that? I mean, who's happy about winning that contest?
That might worst quarterback room in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy. That's a big deal. All right, so Browns are number 4.
It ain't worse than Seattle. Don't do that.
We're agreeing right now. Browns at 4, Steelers at 3. Everybody's in agreement. Who you got at number 2, Irv? This gonna make or break you, Irv, right here.
Cincinnati
at number 2. I knew it was Kevin.
I did too. I have Baltimore.
Irv, listen to me, Irv. Travis, put me on single screen, Travis. I need Irv. I need this. Irv. Look at me real quick. Look at my eyes. Look at my eyes, Irv. You ain't shit. I knew your ass was going to pick the damn Ravens. You ain't shit, Irv. You worse than damn Travis. Okay, guys, listen to me. Just listen to Irv for the rest of the day. You don't have to believe nothing he says. Just listen to him. Lord have mercy. Ravens at 2, Bengals at 1. And I mean, much as I hate the Bengals because of Travis, I mean, I got to rock with them as an analyst because of the fact that they're a good football team. And I mean, that's the only reason I rock with them because they're a great football team. And I mean, it is what it is. So to repeat that division, for everybody who's sane, we have the Bengals first, the Ravens second, the Steelers third, and the Browns fourth. Those who are not so sane, those who are having difficulty riding short school buses and stuff, they have the Ravens at number 1, the Bengals at number 2, the Steelers at 3, and the Browns at 4.
Okay, Irv, I'm not going to shit on your prediction. I understand why you chose them, okay? Ravens did have a lot of injuries last year. They were one game out of winning the tying for the division. I get it. I do understand it. Your thought process is probably if they don't have the injuries, they should win a few extra games. I just think the Bengals are a better team. I honestly do. They got better from the last season.
Let me tell you something.
And they match up really, really well with the Ravens too.
Let me tell you something.
The Ravens last year twice.
Lamar Jackson gonna have too much.
I understand the thinking, but and you know I'm a Bengals homer. I really do think the Bengals are going to win the division this year.
Lamar gonna have too much shiggity on his mind. I mean, he trying to get a check. He ain't got an agent. I mean, you know, he probably ain't got a girlfriend anymore. I mean, bottom line is he gonna have a lot of stuff on his mind. Yeah, man, that girl Maxie about to take his ass out there and might not get a check at all if he gets hurt. So I mean, that's the dumb. Don't get me started talking about Lamar and this dumb shit he's doing. Man, you better go on ahead and damn get your money, and everybody else done got their money, and you sitting up there. Oh well, I'm gonna wait. Guess what? They can make your ass wait for 2 more years. Yeah, it ain't just 1 year. That's what people don't understand. He can wait 2 more years. They can franchise tag him, pay him that little cheap money, and do you know how fast a quarterback can decline in 2 years? Man, you crazy as hell. He need to be getting his bag.
It's especially for a quarterback that plays the way he does.
Exactly. Amen. All right, moving on to the AFC West. This is gonna be real quick because everybody knows how this is gonna be. Travis, I'm gonna let you start off. I'm gonna let you hear about how dumb you are.
I already know. I'm gonna hear it. Cody, I'm sorry. I got the Juice dead last.
You got who last?
Cody, my buddy. He's a Chargers fan, and I got Chargers dead last.
Oh, wow. Let me write that down. Travis, dumbass, pick. Let me write this down because you know how you flip flop, Travis. Oh, I never said that. I never. Show me what. I'm be like, okay, go back to 9/6/2022. Travis got the Chargers at 4. Okay, Irv.
I got the Raiders at 4.
Thank you, Irv.
Okay.
Me and Irv got the Raiders at 4. All right, who's at 3? Travis.
Raiders.
You got the Raiders at 3?
I do.
Irv, who you got at 3?
I got the Chargers at 3.
There you go, Irv. Me and Irv together. I think we're together. Because you know your ass been drinking or something, so we'll see how 2 and 1 go. Who you got at 2, Irv?
The Broncos.
Broncos at 2. Travis?
Yeah, Broncos at 2.
All right, and everybody believes the Chiefs will win the division, as do
Right.
I. So for those of you keeping score out there, it's Chiefs at 1, Broncos at 2. All the Black Manians have the Chargers at 3 and the Raiders at 4. Those who give tickets to the Black Manians have the Raiders at have the Raiders at 3. I'm sorry, the Raiders at
3.
yeah, the Raiders at 3, right, Travis? And
Yep.
the Chargers last.
Chargers last. Yes.
Matt Kalut says Broncos at 1. Let's ride. Yeah, but remember that saying because that's gonna come back to haunt old Russ. That let's ride, that let's ride thing. Cody Wilson
Isn't that a song by his wife?
Cody got a whole new. Oh, listen to Cody now. Cody said Chiefs Chargers. then Broncos, and then Raiders.
Cody is a Chargers fan, just so everyone knows.
That's fine. That's fine. Go ahead, Cody. I like it, Cody. I like reading that. So anyway, let's switch to the NFC real quick. We got a lot to get done here. NFC East is where we're gonna start. NFC East. Irv, I'm gonna let you take it off. Who's your number 4 in the NFC East?
Giants.
Okay, interesting. Travis?
Same. Keep going.
I'm not gonna go with the Giants. I'm gonna put the Commanders down there. I got the Commanders last. All right, so who is your number 2? I'm sorry, number 3. Number 3, Irv.
Commanders.
Okay, Travis?
Commanders 3, yep.
I'm gonna put the Giants there. So I got those two flip-flop right there. I got the Giants 3rd and the Commanders last. Who you got at number 2? Irv. Who you got at number 2?
Cowboys.
Woo! Cowboy, what do you think? Yeah, I'm with you.
Same thing.
I got the same thing too. I got the Eagles winning, Cowboys at 2.
Yep.
I've got the Giants at 3 and the Commanders last. Listen, I know I have a passion of hate for the Giants, but my passion of hate is even worse for that bastard who is the owner of the damn Commanders, and I can't stand him. So the one who didn't answer a damn subpoena and told them he'd get back to him on when he could, when they could. I mean, who does that? Who does that? So anyway, but I'm agreeing that I don't think the Cowboys are going to win the division. I think it's going to be the Eagles.
Yep.
All right, let's go NFC South. This will be interesting. Who you got last, sir?
The Panthers.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I had to think about it.
Did you hear that, Peavy? Irv got the Panthers last. Travis, who you got last?
I had to think about the bottom 2 on this one.
I have Atlanta last.
Yeah, I do too. You know I got Atlanta last.
Yeah, we know you.
I don't give a damn if they got 3 first-round drafts. I don't give a shit if Deshaun Watson comes over there tomorrow somehow. I don't give a damn. They last for me. So I got the Falcons at 4. Irv has the Panthers at 4. Who you got at 3, Irv?
First, I want to say, Matthew, I'm not a Cowboy hater. It's just that there's never been a repeat winner in the last 22 years.
Yeah, I don't give a damn about that. This is just going from what we've seen. I mean, I don't believe in him. I don't know how anybody can believe in him now. That's not to say that they can't and they won't, but I would never bet money on them, ever.
And the crazy thing is, their offensive line is a problem in Dallas right now. But
Yes,
back to what we were talking about, the Falcons is number 3.
Okay, Falcons at 3.
I have Carolina at 3.
I'm with you. Me and Travis are right. Me and Travis are in lockstep so far. Travis about to mess it up right now, though. Who you got at number 2, Travis?
I have the Saints for 2.
You have who at 2?
The Saints, New Orleans.
Yeah, I knew that. See, that's where you messed up right there. Irv, who you got at number 2, Irv?
By 1 game, New Orleans.
You got New Orleans at number 2? So y'all taking the Bucs at number 1?
I'll take Tom Brady before I take Jameis Winston. Yes.
I got the Bucs at, yeah, but shit, Brady ain't even got a damn offensive line. I mean, all 5 of the guys that played for him last year are either hurt or traded or, man, you crazy as hell. The Bucs at I got Bucs at 2, and then I got Saints at 1. Bucs at 2 and Saints at 1. And I you know I'm a Buck fan. But dude, when you have your whole offensive line gone, dude, I mean the center, man, please, that's gonna be tough to fix.
They're saying he's supposed to get at least 2, if not 3 of them back by week 1. So,
Okay. That's what they say.
all I can do is go what the report is.
I hear you. They used to say stuff about Jesus too. Just remember that.
Do you really want Jameis Winston over Tom Brady?
And I'm not choosing Jameis Winston over Tom Brady because there's more of a team there. It's not Jameis Winston over Tom Brady. It's the Bucs because Jameis Winston ain't got nothing to do with the offensive line. and Tom Brady ain't got nothing to do with the offensive line. That's what I'm saying. It's about a whole team thing, and that team has been decimated with injury. Gronk is gone. I mean, they don't have a well. I guess you can say that Chris Godwin, with him being back, he's a true number one. But I don't see that. Let's see. This guy said Saints, Panthers, Falcons. There you go, Tom. Tom, you right. You in lockstep with me, Tom. And Tom is a Falcon fan. Tom is a Falcon guy. He still says Saints, Bucks, Panthers, and then Falcons. Cody says Saints a very close second. But he said he's with you, Irv. Cody said he's with you. Matt says, let's see Jameis haters come out now. Yeah, they coming out. You right. They coming out. And you know, Irv, you ain't supposed to be hating on Jameis. I can understand Travis hating on him. Because, you know, Travis be giving
I've been calling them point shavers since Florida State.
Wow. Okay, let's move on. NFC North, Bears, Packers, Lions, and Vikings. Another stinker of a division. But this ought to be fun right here. This ought to be fun. Because this could be, I mean, hold on, man. I'm going to have to get my quarter out. I'm going to have to flip a coin on some of these damn picks right here. Because it damn shit none of them matter to me. Who's last, Travis?
Bears last.
Ooh. Travis done lost his damn mind.
I said it. I said on this show last year, I'm not impressed with Justin Fields. So unless I see something different, I don't see it yet. Bears.
Wow. Irv?
You know what's funny, Travis? I thought I was going to be the only one to pick the Bears last.
Wow. I can tell you right now, it ain't going to be the Bears last. I'm going to tell you that right now.
They might win 3 or 4 games.
I got the Lions last.
Bottom whole league.
I got the Lions last. As long as they got that food for a head coach, I mean, you know, that is people might not think that means anything. Who the head coach is, it does. It means a lot. I'm taking Lions last in my pick. Ooh, y'all put the Bears last. Lord have mercy. Man, y'all must be on some good stuff, boy. Send me some of that. Send me some of that, boy, because that must be some good. Yeah, whatever in that cup.
Cody, are you saying the Bears pass catchers are awful or the Lions pass catchers are awful? Because
he's saying the Bears have no pass catchers. And their number one just got hurt.
Exactly. Why would I pick the Bears?
Tom said the Bears suck more than a $2 hook on a good day. Go ahead, Tom. Go ahead. Okay, y'all gonna see. Lions are last.
Lions are third.
Who's 3?
Lions.
Okay.
We're good.
I'm gonna put the Bears there at 3. And then I got the Vikings at 2. Who y'all got?
Vikings.
And Packers to win.
Vikings.
You got Vikings to win?
I do.
Travis, put both hands up like this. Let me make sure. Okay, I want to make sure you didn't have a joint already down there rolled up, and when you go off screen, smoking it. Travis lost his mind. Vikings. Oh, okay. Now let me do what you just said. Who in the hell is the Vikings quarterback? Who? Who is it?
He doesn't have to be this player.
Who is it?
Who's catching the ball for the Packers?
Kirk Cousins. So I'm gonna do what you just did. You're picking Cousins over the bad man. Are you kidding me? You're picking Cousins over Aaron Rodgers. I mean, wasn't that what you just asked me a few minutes ago? I mean, you gotta be sure you lost your mind, Travis. Kirk Cousins over Aaron Rodgers, 2-time MVP, about to be 3-time MVP, 3 in a row.
It's not about the quarterbacks, it's about the whole team. The whole team.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That was my point. But I'm doing what you were doing to me.
The whole team is better than the Packers.
Man, please. All right, last but not least, the most dangerous division in football. Ooh, this is going to be fun right here. That's why I saved this for last right here. Look at Irv. Irv look like he got it all figured out. Go ahead, Irv. Tell me who's going to be last.
This is easy.
Seahawks.
Everybody knows that. We all got that one. We all got that one. Come on, tell me who number 3 is going to be.
49ers.
Okay, go ahead. Travis, what do you think?
This was close to me, but Arizona. I believe.
I'm with Travis. Cardinals going to be third.
No,
Said the
Hopkins not
49ers.
playing all season.
Do you know that most experts are like even picking them, maybe even to win the Super Bowl? I don't know. You know me. You know I ain't believing that bullshit. But that's what they're claiming. What do you think, Travis? Who's number 2?
San Francisco.
Who you got? Irvin?
Arizona.
Arizona at number 2. The little short guy that runs around like he got a bad attitude, like he having a fit.
Now, I got him as fantasy quarterback. A ball, but
my number 2 is going to be the Niners. I got the Niners at 2. I got the Rams at 1.
You and I are the same.
Who's your one, Irv?
Rams.
You got Rams at 1. Okay, so let me say my list, and then I'm gonna let y'all say yours. I got the Rams at 1, Niners at 2, Cardinals at 3, Seahawks at 4. What you got, Travis?
Same exactly what you got.
Irv, what you got?
The Rams, the Cardinals, the Niners, and the Hawks.
Wow. Unbelievable. Okay, now, real quick, and this shouldn't take long. Out of everything that we've just said, I'll give you time to think. Y'all 2 time to think. Who is your NFC winner? Who is your AFC winner? Who is your Super Bowl winner? So all you're gonna do is say, I got the Dolphins and the Cowboys, and I'm taking the Dolphins to win the Super Bowl. That'll be it. So we all know Travis got the Bengals winning the damn AFC. So we already know that. So Travis, who's winning the NFC? And we already know whoever it is, the Bengals are gonna beat them in the damn Super Bowl. Because you're such a damn homer, no damn objectivity whatsoever. Go ahead, Travis. What you got?
I don't want to answer that anymore.
That's got to change his answer now, Herb.
But I will go with the defending, reigning AFC champion Cincinnati to get back to the Super Bowl.
Okay, who they gonna play?
It's gonna be a rematch.
It's gonna be a rematch.
Yeah.
And who's gonna win? Who's gonna win this time?
We're gonna win this time. The refs aren't gonna screw us on a terrible call and win.
Listen, next week, do me a favor. I'm gonna have a straw dummy made up of you in that chair right there, and all you have to do is just push the button. It's gonna be a recording. It's gonna be a recorder. That's all we need. Lord, have mercy. No, tell me you didn't do what I just saw him do. Good God Almighty. Irv, what you say? Irv, who's your AFC champion?
I've been thinking about this all day. I have not the slightest idea. I think it's probably going to be screw it. I think it's going to be. Wait, who did I say was winning the West? I forgot that fast.
You said the Chiefs.
I think
the Chiefs.
Yeah,
I had the Chiefs.
You had the Chiefs.
I think it's gonna be the Chiefs.
So who's your NFC?
I don't want to pick the Chiefs though. I think it's going to be them. But deep down inside, I feel like the Broncos is going to win it for some reason.
Shit.
It's
all right,
weird.
Just for the record, let me say this before you say anything. Cody said Bills versus Bucks. Bills win.
Bills are overrated.
Okay. I'm just telling you what Cody said.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Bills are overrated. No, I'm still going with the Chiefs. I said the Chiefs. I just got a feeling the Broncos going to win. And then the NFC, I think the Saints are going to go.
Okay, I hope they do. I need to go to a Super Bowl. That's on my last time Bradley went to the Super Bowl. I couldn't go.
That defense is just a problem.
Okay. All right. So who can win it?
The Chiefs.
Wow. Both of y'all got the AFC winning.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, Travis doesn't count. You know he was picking AFC.
What do you mean I don't count? Come on.
I mean, look at the shirt he's wearing right now.
I know, dude.
We knew this was coming.
He's a homer. Like I said, we can put anything in that seat what Travis is. I'm gonna go with the
We
Bills.
knew this was coming.
I'm going with the Bills out of the AFC, and I'm gonna go with the Rams out of the NFC, and I'm going for a repeat. I think the Rams will repeat. Any team with Aaron Donald on it is a problem. I'll tell you that right now. So that's what I'm going with for my pick. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Cody said the Bucks win and Brady retires.
No, he said Bills win. Brady retires.
Yeah. Matthew Kalut says let's ride. Or he's talking about trying to go with the Broncos, and everybody know that shit ain't gonna happen.
Richard Hood, Dolphin, the Cowboys.
Is that what Richard said? I missed that one.
Yeah, and the Cowboys win.
Bless his heart. I can tell you right now, Richard probably had him 1 or 2. So Richard drinks moonshine. That's another reason for his picks being where they are, because you know they don't filter that stuff and everything. They just like make it and just let it drip in there any kind of way. So that's probably why Richard's crazy ass is saying what he's saying. So we ain't gonna hold you to it, Richard, though. So you're okay. All right, guys, we about to flip the script. We appreciate you guys. Yeah, we got 17 minutes to get through this real quick. Let's talk about NCAA football. Travis, you're the big college football guy. And we'll talk about all of this as a whole, but let's go game by game first. Oregon versus Georgia.
Terrible.
Your thoughts?
Down. Oregon stinks. Georgia's is really good, but beat down. Everyone's talking.
What do you think, Herb?
We basically all said that it was a home court advantage for Georgia. It was a loss ready to happen.
Yeah.
Keep that thought. Keep that thought. Here's my thing. Did anybody expect anything different? I mean, it's SEC versus Pac-12 where they damn play flag football out there. I mean, who didn't expect this was going to happen, especially here in Georgia? I mean, that was just nuts to me. I can't even believe they made the trip. Some guy tweeted out there and said Oregon traveled 1,500 miles to kick a damn field goal.
But the crazy thing is, why is it that no SEC team travels to another school?
Dude, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. We're gonna talk about that, man. I'm gonna tell you why it is though. It's because they know the SEC gonna blow that thing up. I mean, the bottom line is that the fans down here are crazy. I guarantee you some tickets were probably sold for $1,500 for people trying to get in there and watch a damn college football game. And that's insane. Let's talk about Notre Dame and Ohio State. Because I told y'all I was riding with Notre Dame this year, and y'all thought I was crazy. And say what you want to say, Notre Dame came to play. So I know Ohio State came out in the end and did their thing and kind of, Notre Dame didn't quite finish, but I kept trying to tell y'all Notre Dame is real. So I think that was and listen, here's my problem. They'll probably fall in the rankings because they lost the game. You're number 5 going up against number 2. You're expected to lose the game. So, I mean, when you play a game that well, why should you drop in the rankings? I mean, that's what I hate about these guys who are doing this. A number 2 will play a number 8, and they beat them by like 6 points. And then the damn number 8 team falls. I'm like, why are they falling? I mean, that was the damn number 2 team in the country. They're supposed to lose. So, I mean, if anything, just leave them where they are. They shouldn't be falling. Why are they falling? So, anyway, what do you think about Notre Dame versus Ohio State, Travis?
Pretty important game. Notre Dame offensively got sacked. They didn't even have 100 yards rushing, and their quarterback didn't hit 200 yards passing. So their offense didn't show me anything me to think that they're, can play with big boys. Just so you know, they went from 5 to 8 in the rankings. But it was an outcome that I expected.
What do you think, Herb?
Ultimately, this was one of those games I was hyped for. I wasn't surprised on both teams' side how the game ran. But I did expect a little bit more. I mean, it was a good game, to be honest with you, but it was an ugly game.
Yeah.
But yeah, Notre Dame just has. I think they have the schedule to still hang in, but it's a long way to go for them.
Well, a lot of people argue that they don't have the schedule to hang in there because they're saying that they got some tough games that they got, and they gotta win out now.
Yeah, they're
in order
to have to win. But I'll say this: if they win out, then they do have the subject tough enough to be able to make it, but they have to win out.
Yeah. Okay. Next game, real quick, we're gonna talk about is Clemson at Georgia Tech. Now, Clemson didn't play home. Clemson came on the road to play Georgia Tech. And I know they're ACC teams, but like I said, just they were not one of these homer deals like some of the SEC schools. So, what do you think about that game? Irv.
I thought Georgia Tech was going to keep it close, even though I knew they were going to lose. They just didn't have the guys. Like the game plan that they had no business being run with the speed Clemson had on defense.
Yeah.
Irv, what the hell made you think that they were going to keep it close?
The style of offense that they run. But they kept running sideline to sideline instead of attacking them straight at.
Okay. Travis, what do you think?
Yeah. I'm surprised Clemson win. I'm not very impressed with Clemson. Especially obviously offensive. They got called down a lot. Offensively, they didn't give up really anything. But the scores are more deceiving than what actually was. 41-10, I understand, but they scored 3 times in the last like 7 of the game. Kind of game was over. So it was definitely closer than score indicates. Clemson was definitely the better team. I'm not surprised won, but I don't know offensively how they really are.
Okay. I'm going to tell y'all this. Clemson, in my opinion, is a quarterback away from being a national champion. Their defense is crazy good, and that damn DJ Ungalele or whatever his name is, that joker's terrible. And I don't know what it is that makes Dabo Swinney keep him in there. He needs to get his ass on up out of there and put in a real quarterback. And if he did that, I think Clemson would be top tier material. But I mean, they got 3 of the best running backs in the country. With the white dude, Shipley. You got Moffa, and they say that number 3 running back is just as damn good as those 2 guys. So I don't know why they don't get Ungalele's ass on up out of there. I don't get it. I mean, and I hate to talk about especially a kid, but I mean, dude, he's just not cutting it, and he don't look like he's any closer to cutting it than he was last year. I mean, I don't know why he's even in there. It's terrible to watch him. That Joe go back doing this right here. I mean, and just moving his feet, standing in the same spot and patting the ball till he gets sacked. And then when he does throw the ball, you look at it when the ball gets in the frame where the receiver is, you're like, damn, there's nobody even close to that receiver. I mean, he needs him to be that wide open before he throws the ball. And when you're playing at this level of football, you got to be throwing that ball on the break where the DB is right here and the receiver is right where I am, and the quarterback is putting the ball like right here, just where the DB can't get to it. I mean, And he can't do that. He can't do that. And so I don't know why, they don't. I talked to Barrett earlier today, for those of you who know my relationship with number 0, Barrett Carter. And I told him, I teased him at first because he was just waking up when I called him and stuff. And I'm like, dude, but what I tell you about sleeping this damn late? And I said, you act like you did something last night. You didn't do shit. And he just started laughing. And I said, no, I said, listen, you know me, I'm going to call a spade a spade. You had a great game last night. I said, you were all over the field. I said, one of the coaches wrote in the coaches chat, how many number 0s do they have on their team at Clemson? Okay, it looks like there's at least 4 of them out there on their field the way Barrett's playing, because he is everywhere. And he was. And I was very proud of him. And I told him, I said, listen, that defense y'all have will allow you to be in any game.
Yep.
So y'all run around. It looks like you're all having fun. I mean, it's exciting. It's a beautiful thing to watch. I said, but, y'all just keep that energy. Don't let the offense get you down, because they will. They can. But just keep that energy with that defense, man. That is fun to watch the way y'all out there playing together and loving on each other. And just it looks fun as hell. If I was a recruit, I'd be like, dude, that's where I'm trying to go right there. Because that looks fun as hell what they're doing.
So 2 things real quick. Eric Carter was the lead tackler for the entire team. He had 8 tackles, 7 solo tackles, and 1 tackle loss. And 2, I do have a lot of Clemson fans. Obviously, as a South Carolina fan, I know a lot of Clemson fans. They were all last night just going, can we get Ungale out of there? Like, I think the quarterback Kublik or something like that. They want to get Kublik as fast as possible.
Yeah. Let me tell you this. I called Barrett's mom, and Barrett's mom told me, she said, Boo, do you know that going into the game, Barrett wasn't even sure he was going to be starting. So she said, we were all just excited that he was starting. I said, his ass better been starting. I said, because if not, my ass would have been driving up to Clemson today on Monday, this morning after the game, to pick his ass up and get in the damn transfer portal. I don't know nobody, I see nobody up there better than him. I mean, dude, he had a monster game. So congratulations to Barrett. And I think y'all are going to see Clemson do pretty well this year. And by all means, they should. Last game we're going to talk about, I'm sorry, we got 2 more games to talk about. Utah State and Alabama. I didn't see much of the game. I'm going to concede that to you, so I'm going to let y'all talk about it first. And but anyway, let's do that. Irv, what do you think? Utah State and Alabama.
Another scrimmage that counts as a game.
Amen. What do you think, Travis?
Yeah, why are we talking about this game?
Because, I mean, here's my thing. And I wanted to talk about the pattern that y'all have already alluded to. First of all, most of these blowouts, the teams were at home. Alabama was at home. Georgia, although being in the Georgia or the Mercedes-Benz Dome, they were basically at home, especially when Oregon's coming all the way from Oregon. And Ohio State was at home against Notre Dame. The only outlier of this was the Georgia Clemson Tech or Georgia Tech Clemson. And the bottom line is that shouldn't even be that. I mean, they should find a way not to even play that game anyway. I mean, that's just a damn. It's such a mismatch. I mean, dude. I mean, it is. I mean, Georgia Tech is somewhat, the Vanderbilt of the ACC. Either them or maybe Wake Forest. Some people might argue whatever. But at the end of the day, you're just having a matchup that shouldn't even be there. I mean, it's bad. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and talk about Florida State and LSU. This is the last one we got to talk about. Travis, Florida State, LSU.
Yeah, probably the best game of the week. And I'm sitting there, I watched the whole game, and I'm sitting there and going, I would have went for 2. And I said, well, they're bringing the extra point guy on the field. Florida State defense would get gas. I think they would have gotten it. But incredible block. And so, Brian Kelly starts out with L. Pretty crazy game.
Irv. What do you think, Herb? Oh, we might have lost Herb's feed. Here I am, Travis, you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Here's what I'm gonna tell you. I think that Brian Kelly, he better not get too comfortable in Louisiana if he keeps that up. I mean, special teams, if I'm not mistaken, special teams is one of his specialties as a coach. And those are some bad special teams the other night. You know, punts blocked, extra points blocked, all that stuff. I mean, that made them look really bad. And not only that, you're an SEC team going up against a quote unquote mediocre at this time ACC team, and you can't. Well, you're supposed to be a top tier SEC team, dude. That was a good look.
In your back, in not technically a home game, but basically a home game.
Exactly. Irv, what do you think?
I'll be honest with you. The right decision with the way the game was going was to go for one, but that special teams was just it's getting to a point where a lot of teams have special teams where you just gonna have to go for two every time you score a touchdown.
Dude, I agree. I mean, it was bad, and I don't know. I felt sorry for those kids. So they played hard, and I think LSU has a good football team. I think they have a football team good enough to win a lot of games. But like I said, that was just that was a very. I would have a bad taste in my mouth, as I'm sure the alumni and everybody else does there, of losing, especially to that team that way. So, and Robert Cooper, number 91 from Florida State, is a kid I've been training since he was about 8 years old. And so it was fun, though, to be able to watch him play. And I think he had a pretty good game, too. So anyway, it's Robert Cooper, like about 6'3", 330 pounds. He's a monster. So and he's very fast and very strong. So he'll be he should definitely make it in the NFL when he comes out after this year. All right, folks. With that being said, it's almost time for us to go. We started a little late, so we're gonna finish a little late. Real quickly, I saw this on TV today, and I just want to get y'all give me about 30 seconds worth here. Everybody was talking about Serena being the GOAT, Serena being the best player of all time. Did y'all see where Margaret Court, who is 80 years old, came out and said she thinks that her skills were comparable to Serena's, and you know she was the Serena of her era, and she said she thinks she's getting some hateration because of the fact, I guess, that she's Jewish, and so that you know the American people aren't crazy about Jewish people, et cetera, et cetera. Y'all see that? Travis, what do you think?
I heard something about that, but I didn't definitely do it.
Yeah. What do you think, Herb?
I think it's hard that she said something like that when Serena wasn't born or even following professional tennis at the time that she said she admired the other people. I just didn't like it. Like sometimes you just have to go with what someone says and keep that rolling. Like I understand you want to have your credit yourself. You did your thing when you played. But come on now. Everybody can't say that they admired somebody the same way somebody else does.
Yeah. Here's my take, guys, real quick, and then I'm gonna let it go. If Serena was a loudmouth, you know, like some of the other folks in different sports and whatnot, that would be one thing where you can say, you know what, I agree with Margaret Court, you know, whatever, because Serena's not very likely. But at the end of the day, Serena has always been very gracious. You know, she's always been very on point as being a leader and a role model and everything of that nature. She never let anybody get her down when everybody talked about how she looked like a man and how she had too big and had too many muscles, all that stuff. She never barked back at people and anything like that. She just always very with grace was like, hey, this is all I got. This is the way that I am. This is who I am. This is the way I dress. This is the way I work out, whatever. This is the way I play. And she kept it moving. So to me, I just and I know Margaret Court's 80 years old and all that, but and I give Margaret Court her due, and I'm sure she got plenty of love and stuff when she was the chick on the walk or whatever you want to say at the time when it came for tennis. But right now it's a whole different era, and it is Serena's turn. It's Serena's time right now, and that's not to diminish anything that Margaret Court has done. It's just to simply say that in this era, Serena could possibly be the best ever. I mean, for her sport. I saw somebody put a side-by-side thing that she's done and what Tiger Woods has done. And I mean, if Serena's not the one, you might say Tiger might have a slight edge on her from the stats that they showed. But I mean, Serena's very close. So if she ain't the GOAT of all sports or whatever, and it's Tiger, her ass will probably be number 2. I mean, when you look at everything that she's accomplished, I mean, when you talk about Wilt with his, 9 rings or 11 rings or whatever it was he had, I mean, Serena has surpassed even that when you look at all the accomplishments that she's had. So that's all I'm saying. I just think it was kind of an unfair jab at Serena, by the great Margaret. And Margaret Court was great. If you know anything about her, and I grew up studying her and whatnot back in the day and everything. So I know about some of her accomplishments and everything. And she was a great tennis player in her era. Anyway, folks, it's time to get out of here. I want to thank the Hoods, Cody Wilson. Cody, don't come back on here being a Travis level. If you're gonna come back on here, you got to come back on here and be a great. You can't just say, "Yeah, what Travis said." You can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
Matt Kalu, Tom, thank you, Tom, as always. See you next week, Tom. Miss Hood, see you next week. Guys, we appreciate all y'all being here. It's been fun. Guys, listen, if you want to be smart, take all my picks because Irv looks like he's sleepy. And see what I'm talking about? And drunk. And y'all know Travis is a homer. Everybody knew Travis was going to pick Cincinnati to win everything. Who didn't know that? Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you didn't know Travis was going to pick Cincinnati to win everything, including all of their damn practice games. They won all their practices when they went out with other teams. They won everything. Everything.
Hey, I was more right than else last year.
I mean, everything that they could possibly win, they won. Watch when they lose, Travis gonna be like, they didn't really lose because when you look at it and the officials lied like they did, it's gonna be a big conspiracy about when they start taking these L's. But anyway, folks, we got to get out of here. Good to see you, Richard. We'll see y'all next week. Good night, Miss Francis.
Yeah, come here.
And Irv, you brought your ass